creatures. Oh, there we go. There's my microphone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, and I'm already exhausted. So I tried to have a normal week last week. I tried real hard, and I failed because right after stream on Monday, I get a phone call. Hey, our new overnight has COVID. Can you do overnights this week? And I, of course, because being the silly creature that I am, I said yes. And that, just it smushed all of my desires to do anything. So that's what happened. That is why I disappeared last week, and this week already isn't shaping out to be normal. I have today, and tomorrow I probably will not be. And I have Wednesdays. I don't do Wednesdays anymore because that's my transition day. But Thursday and Friday, I'm hoping are as normal as they can be. But yeah, so I logged back on, and OBS had done some updating, and I haven't explored all of them yet. But I've gotten some of my commission work all done for the holiday season, so I'm grateful for that. I still have a good chunk left to do, but I've gotten large portion of it done. So mini goal for today, as soon as I'm done highlighting and hit my checkbox. So mini goal for today is to get all the color of 823 built done from all this area down to about where the color globe starts. That's my mini goal for today. Totally attainable. But gotta start somewhere, so I gotta get this part started, yo. I'm doing the speckle bit, this area, starting off with that, and then I'll dive into the main chonka chonk. And not all of it is the 823, so that's why I can't just be like, oh hey, I'm filling it in. It's actually kind of hard to see all of it. You look at it just right, you can see the color difference, but it's very, very subtle. Had a horizontal line instead of a diagonal, so that could have been better. Always fun figuring out where the speckly bits go. Because it's funny. Some of the colors in the speckles, they're like really bold colors. Like you can tell that that is a different color. Just don't have to be working on one of those right now. This is actually the part that goes by relatively quick. So, in my area, there's been a small, I guess, co-op creator. I don't know how to describe what she does. So, um, she essentially took and like encouraged small business owners or people like myself who have a full-time job and like do crafts on the side. So micro artisans is the term. Um, and she created like a little area where we could all like do markets and crafts fairs, and she had a store and everything like that. And I had honestly been considering signing a contract and putting some of my stuff in her store because hey, I can't always do every craft fair, and having my stuff available for people to see means I can sell more stuff. Well, she turned out to be a scammy liar, and I am super glad that I did not go in cahoots with her because one of the people that I've met through the craft fair circuit did, and she's lost a lot of money because this lady just didn't pay her what she sold, and she's today she sent out a mass email because I signed up for the newsletter. I was legitimately thinking about investing some of my money and time into maybe selling more of my stuff. And yeah, she's like, oh yeah, if you guys could just like do it as a tax write-off and not pursue me legally, that would be great. And I'm over here like just giggling because it's ridiculous. Like she apparently this isn't the first time she's done it either. So I mean, I'm still looking for like vendor space and whatnot, but at the same time, I'm just like super on alert now. And I'm generally very trusting, very much to a not safe fault, I guess. Yeah, like that. Speckles are both easy and hard to accomplish because I lose where I am. Mhm. Slow Monday on the screen.
From the ashes, new heroes born. An emergence of hope upon the horizon. A sense of victory at the break of dawn. The rise of heroes.
Anybody with like any sort of hobby room will feel what I'm feeling. I keep trying to organize, and then I get more stuff. So, I feel for the amount of stuff that I have, I'm pretty well organized. But at the same time, I wish I had more time to organize. I actually, the Rock Creature Creation Studio has two rooms and a downstairs desk, that are my space, that I allow for my crafts and whatnot to overflow on. And both of the rooms are hot messes right now. The desk I managed to kind of clean, so that's only half a hot mess, but still kind of hot mess. Oh, but it's a usable space. Just like my workspace where I'm sitting is pretty usable right now. Do I wish it were cleaner? Absolutely, but I'll take what I can get right now. After stream today, I have the 2 commissions that I got all the parts done. I have to assemble those, and I'm hoping to do so before I go to work. And then I have some. This week, my aim is to get the coaster set that I have started. My goal is to get that done this week after stream, kind of thing. And then let's see. I would get that order done and sent down. And then by that time it'll be Christmas, and I do have some Christmas presents I need to finish making. So that's also between the diamond dots and Christmas presents. Those are the things that I'll be working on the next couple weeks. I have this weekend off, so I should be able to get the Christmas presents done this weekend. But yeah, today's stream is only gonna go until I hit this line right down here in this break. I haven't rule zeroed myself out yet, but it might be coming. I like this, having the structure of the stream, so that's where I get stuck. I think that's part of the reason why, when I was doing the overnights the past couple months, that not having stream messed me up, because structure is important. We might this week. Could have last week, but then life got screwy. But this week, might be able to hit that 2% goal that I was aiming for. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is. Also, remember presence is active. I have a little dry erase board that I'm using for presence. So, I'm in a I love Reddit. I like scrolling through Reddit when I just need to do something and not have it be artsy craftsy. And I'm in a oh sorry, oh my body's starting to wake up. I'm in a community called anti recruiting hell, and it's just so awful because I'm in that one of the situations that I was reading about is I got through a first interview and was told a certain date, and then they ghosted me for the second interview. So it's like, okay, so is it a no? I'm assuming it's a no at this point, but at the same time, it's like just send the email. I'm an adult. If you tell me no, especially like with a job interview, I get it. I understand. I didn't meet the parameters. It's cool, yo. Um, but being ghosted is just it's so frustrating. It's like or applying for a job and never even having the application viewed, or these two are kind of side by side. Um, Applying for a job through like Indeed or LinkedIn, and then having them email you going, "Oh, if you really want to apply, you need to send a resume and a cover letter here instead of if that's what you want, don't use the job boards where someone submits their resume. Um, Either have it redirect to an outside site where they fill it in the way that you want, or suffer, because that's part of the reason I get fatigued when applying for jobs is just the amount of work and the hoops that I have to jump through just for someone to tell me no. Like I would be happier with someone looking me dead in the eye and going no than having to do backflips, somersaults, and hoops to just even get we looked at it. I'm on module 6 out of 8 on my cybersecurity certificate. Um, every time I think I'm gonna be able to sit down and work on it, I'm wrong. So, um, I would love to get it all done by the end of December. I realize it'll probably be closer to the end of January, but I can set lofty goals. I'm allowed to set lofty goals. Actually, as I was talking about like vendor places, I need to reach out. I was reminded of a location that I looked into briefly, but I did not pursue due to time restraints. Um, but I am gonna send them a message to see if they have any vendor space available. Um, Push comes to shove, the answer is no, and I'm too late. Whatever. But a conversation can be had. A conversation is the best way to start. So as we head into 2025, remember resolutions are setting yourself up for failure. You can set goals, but they're not the same as resolutions because of the wording. But do the best you can when going into the new year. I always set like what I do here on stream is I set mini goals. And then I have really like lofty goals. And if I hit my lofty goals, awesome. But if I don't, I know that every like month I've hit a mini goal. And I absolutely have. Like in 2024, I set a goal of doing non holiday season craft fairs, and I absolutely did. Did I succeed in all of them? Absolutely not. Most of the ones I went to, I only made the table fee back, which that's fine. Um, there's a reason that I'm not doing it full time just yet. But for 2025, I'm aiming to get my digital footprint set up properly. Get the websites that I want to utilize working and user friendly. Um, I want to set percentage goals for the projects the two big projects that I have. Um, and I need to be realistic about the percentage goals. Like I'm aiming aiming maybe for 5% on each of them. Maybe 10 on Divine Instinct here because I'm almost at 2, but maybe 10 on Divine Instinct and 5 on Call Dance, because Call Dance he's just big. Like Call Dance is a mammoth. Well, no, he's a half naked god man, but no, he's a fully naked god man. Yeah. Uh, there's that. And I'm going to. I'm running out of string, so I gotta. I think I'm gonna stop halfway. When I start working, like closing up the gaps, and especially when the colors are similar, I did it a lot with Buffalo Woman. Is when the colors are similar and I have to end a piece of string. And this is, mind you, when I remember. I stop when I'm at a halfway so I can see what line I am working on. I know through the camera, at least through the size I'm seeing, I'm probably seeing it about the size of a mobile phone, and it's very hard to see like just how it's hard to see the detail of the stitches. I know that when I move it over to like a monitor um, area, I can see quite a bit, but they're it, with the dark blues, it's very hard to see where I am on the line. Oh, oh. I'm like, what? There's string on my lap, and it's the orange color I was using. So I'm working on having better roses for next season. Like my all my inventory that I didn't sell this year, at least like with the flowers and the dragons. The After the 31st, because I'm gonna hold out for the whole year. Um, the first year roses will be knocked. They'll be labeled as last year's roses, and they will be 50% off because I've actually gotten a lot better at making the roses, and the old ones that I did not sell um, will be last year's roses, and instead of being $10, they'll be 5 at the shows, and then the new ones that I'm working on. Let's see. Like I'm working on some This one hasn't been sewn shut yet. It hasn't been finished yet. But this is the kind of roses I'm working on. Um, and those ones will be the $10 ones. And a sale is a sale. But you gotta, instead of yesterday's roses, last year's roses. Um, I did sell a couple roses this year, so it made me happy. I need to, I am going to try to get some more lilies done. I have so much, I have so much white yarn, so much that I think I'll be all set. I'm gonna aim for some more flowers because I don't do stuffies. I have even the dragons aren't technically stuffies. They're more sculpture because they're articulated. But I wanna have more flowers. I wanna up my lightweight art game. Um, I have a couple of things that I can't show off till after Christmas because they are gifts, and I will not be showing them off until until the person that I bought parts of them for gets to see. So, oh my goodness. That's just gonna have to happen. It'll either work itself out or it won't. Oh, not true because it's a pain in the butt. I realized last Work in Progress Wednesday on my Facebook feeds, I forgot to filter call dance. So all of my family members got to see call dance at least for that one time. For those of the family members who actually look. This week I'll remember to censor them a little bit better. Because I do try to be respectful. He gets posted on Heaven and Earth's nested under Divine Instinct because he is very racy. Mind you, what I have finished isn't racy, but on my work in progress pictures, I show the finished product. Um, Due to the fact that you can't really tell right now what they're gonna be. I was I joke with my boss about this because she was there for the first two blocks of Buffalo Woman, and I was showing off to my coworkers because Work in Progress Wednesday, my coworkers always asked about it, and so I would show it off. And when Buffalo Woman started, you know those oh honey moments, like we don't know what this is, but you really love it, so I want to support you. That happened for the first couple years of Buffalo Woman. Um, so that's one of the reasons I now, when I post the work in progress pictures, I also show a picture of the finished product, so people have a general idea of what they're looking at. Let's see. I know I have two. It's one thing. Almost done with this column of 10, which fills in all of this weird area, and then I'm going to tackle the big wide area. The wide open spaces. Mhm. Downsides to living downtown. Whenever, any, whenever anybody revs their engine, it sounds like they're drag racing. Mm-hmm. It's also a problem with living. There's the road that my house overlooks is called Valley Ave because I'm I'm on the hill that goes to the highest point in the city, and so the lower part of the city is where the joke comes from. If my house becomes a flood zone, the rest of Bangor is in trouble. So where did I go? Right there. Closing in on the little tail end of this column. I just don't like to do so much jumping. Hello, Jules. uh, Yeah, I saw your thumb, ma'am. Ugh. Well, hopefully, appointment hell goes by fast. Um. Oh, so I have stories to tell. I gifted some warm weather knowledge, um, to the dragon, one of my beautiful moderators. Um, and somehow, even though I ordered the right size, the sizes got messed up. And fortunately, because all of a sudden the South has cold, her local World of Wall had the coat to replace the wrong size that they sent. Now, I'm glad that they did. I was appalled. um, and I'm just hoping, because up here in Maine, and Jules can relate being in Canada, midweight is like midweight will get us through what like we're going through now, like the 30s and 40s, and I'm hoping I'm hoping for the sake of the South that it doesn't get too much colder. 30s and 40s for them is rough. Um, but I mean, I just have a hoodie, that I wear in that's my midweight. That's actually, yeah. I need to run a cycle of coats because all of my coats are dusty. But I was very tempted to buy a heavyweight coat, um, because those will get you through anything. Um, but I there was a series of both serendipitous and unfortunate events, and I'm glad that it all worked out. But still, I was stressing last night when I heard about the wrong size coming in, because I ordered the right size. I had the receipt that showed that I ordered the right size. Uh, okay, there we go. There we go. We can end. But tonight into tomorrow, we are supposed to get some snow/ice mess here in Maine. And I am going to utilize my car cover because I hate fighting with my car to get it to unfreeze. Last night, I the doors were frozen shut, which was something. Um, I I am I am fortunate to have enough brute force to get my doors open, and I won that game. But at the same time, I don't like playing that game. Oh, okay. I got 2 columns left. 2 columns of mini goal left. And I'd love to span. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it when you when you jump around with colors, it makes a huge ass mess. So I try not to. more columns, and then we'll see where we're at for time. I've done almost 150 stitches. I mean, there's a lot of jumping, and I've been talking to myself a lot. Today at work I have 3 carts, so it's gonna be a busy afternoon. But that's okay. I had a good weekend. Oop. Missed it by that much. So tomorrow I probably won't be having stream. Just to reiterate, tomorrow is a pivot day. We'll see. We'll see after that how I'm feeling. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I filled in quite a bit of white space today. Pixie says hello, everybody. Um, mhm. Mhm. I'm trying to determine my stop point. There's a really good line right there that just sticks out just a couple of stitches, and I'm thinking that's going to be. But at the same time, I could just go down to the bottom of that block at 10. So these are the things that I have. These are the thoughts that cross my mind. Do, do, do. So,
gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard. Hold us down and torture, you barely say a word. But now the time has come, we will not go unheard. Ask now for forgiveness, our wrath you have incurred. Stand aside and witness, we will not go unheard.
Three. Almost out of this piece. Well, kind of. I like having the long piece of string because I don't like swapping out string, but at the same time, I like it when it gets shorter because the stitches go fast. It's a trap. There's no writing.
Isolation is what you have preferred. Hate and defamation, and we have gone unheard. Act like our existence is something quite absurd. We shall go the distance, we will not go unheard.
I think I fixed most of my counting error. At least on this page. I do know that it is a little bit further down, so I'll probably have to deal with it again, but I did notice it is confined to only one line, so that is good. I really wish the program that I'm using had like the ability to select a line and just make little notes, but that's a wish that I have, not everybody, because sometimes as you get some like with a crocheter or a knitter who, okay, so they miscounted a line and they can increase or decrease accordingly and fix it. I'm just starting to learn how to do that. But it's kind of the same idea with cross stitching is if you make a little mistake, a lot of the time just being able to add or subtract one can fix the mistake completely. There are some instances where that doesn't work out. I have a couple of them on display actually. But all in all, we're all good, Feature. Thank you. Feature got a Christmas tree. I'm not quite sure when he got a Christmas tree, but he went out and he got a Christmas tree. So he is far more festive than I am. Oh my god. Okay. Some days I'm glad I don't always take the advice of the instructions, because the instructions are like, have a 3-inch tail in your needle. So I've gotten to the point where the tail is getting caught up in the stitch, which happens. It's not a huge thing. It's just figuring out which end is the tail and which end is the stitches.
Stand together. Together as
Okay, so
one.
this is going to be the end of this. I'm not fighting with it today. Doo-dah.
United as one. Release the energy. Look at us now. Together as one.
Mhm. I don't think I'm going to meet all of my mini goal today, but it's kind of getting there. So I still have an hour, and I'm almost to the last batch of 10. So who knows? Who knows what the next 55 minutes holds? 50 minutes holds. Oh my goodness. It's funny because let me move the camera a little bit. The color around the globe there is actually completely different colors. There's another color from hell in this pattern. There are 3 colors from hell in this pattern. There's 939, which is the dominant color from hell. There's 820, which is the secondary, and then there's the one we're working on, 823. Those are the 3 colors from hell in this particular project, because there are that is the shade of the universe of the background. There is not a whole lot of black in this project. Let's see. Let me pull it up. There is only 41, and I say this with the greatest amusement. There's only 41,000 stitches of black in this project. So, and out of a project with 285,000 stitches, that's not a whole lot. So, and that doesn't include, I think, the maybe 50 that I have already stitched. And I can't even escape 939 in Call Dance, because there's a lot of 939 in Call Dance as well. It's, instead of using black, that is the color Michelle uses in her patterns, is 939. Because it's almost black. Almost. But it's blue. Skip 1, 2. So I have decided that I'm going to go down to the bottom of the 10, which is right in here. I know it's hard to see on anything but a huge ass desktop screen, but it's just to the bottom of a 10 block. No, that was too far out. Mm-hmm. Mhm. Skip one and one.
Shadows of midnight are falling on my face. I am alone. Where are you tonight? I'm crying to the darkness. I'm calling out for you. This isn't right. No, this isn't right.
Oops. Block attendant. Tackle them all. It does actually. Some of these areas are just filled, but at the same time, there's a lot of paying attention to your counting. Speaking of it, now that I have stick pins for my placement of crochet, I might utilize those in when I'm doing blocks of 10 and just putting a pin down. 'Cause I'm not really scared of poking myself. Keep trying, teacher. Keep trying.
You seem to get all you want, but it's okay 'cause you are the one thing I want.
scary bit is I need to start thinking about getting them set up for page 2 for the colors and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure I know what the three stream colors will be. Is going to be 939, 820, and 823. I do have a couple of other colors that I have labeled for either or, but they're probably going to be stream colors because the dark blues are not that exciting. But I warned that Divine Instinct is going to be a lot of block color. It's just good. I mean, if you can see it, it's nice to just rhythmic. Once I get going, sometimes I chat. I'm really hoping I can reach the bottom with the piece of string that I have. I don't think I will though. Maybe. I have to change up the string. I mean, we've made good progress today. Like, there's no like, oh my goodness, I didn't do what I wanted. Like, I made Plenty of progress. Just encountered the line that I missed. Oh, nope. Mm-hmm. Okay. One more stitch. And I will be going back up to the top to work on the last column down. Let's see. We might hit the mini colton. Woo woo. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's almost done. Oh. Great. Skip one. This one has a lot more fill to it. Whereas the last three columns were the fill. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping to at least do over 300 stitches, which I think I'll get to, because we're at 260 right now.
My mind is like a hive. The thoughts intrusive are just bees buzzing to stay alive, distracted and elusive. They collide within my mind, and I struggle to think with my thoughts in a bind, and I push to the brink of insanity. Lost in thought, I wander down a path to my inner world. The complexity leads me to ponder, and the depths of my emotions swirl. Though the bees can get overwhelming, the inspiration they mold in their buzzing I find compelling, a reminder of the power I hold. So I embrace the bees within my brain, even when they drive me insane. For in their chaos, I find a refrain of the beauty and complexity of my inner terrain. You will never understand that this is my norm, and I have chosen to embrace the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm, the swarm.
I bet crocheting is hard with a brace. Like for a craft that requires sitting still, like it requires a lot of like holy hot hand action. You try doing it with your left hand?
You pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for? You pull me in, push me away. You chase my heart, then hit the brakes. You hold my head underwater until I can't take no more. I wanna breathe you in, baby, but what are we fighting for? We're setting first for the sacrifice, burning our hearts just to stay alive. 'Cause when it comes down to you and I, whoa, it's
This last section I'm kind of going over the 10 block just because like it's one stitch and it's the only stitch in the line. So Mm-mm. Getting down into the area where my counting oopsie was. So let's see. Let's see where it was. Oh, I do stab and hope. I oh, my achy bones. My achy bones.
United as one.
I have a sneaking suspicion it's the weather.
A feeling from deep inside. A sense of victory and euphoria. Look at us now. United as one. This is our destiny. Release the
So,
energy.
one of the mini goals for after stream today is I'm gonna get some yarn and I'm gonna get some a couple of pieces of 8 o'clock and I'm going to soak them in some soda ash water so that I can have them all prepared for color. Even if I don't get to play around with color today, I'm gonna set them to soak. Even if it's not in the next couple of days, just getting them treated with the soda ash will enable me to do stuff. And I forgot to stop at the halvesies, so now I'm paying for it.
Together as one.
Okay. Yay!
Look at us now. Release the energy. Together as one. Together as one.
Nice. I forget, Jules. Are you left-handed? Like, I was kind of making that joke as like a giggle, funny, haha, because I forget who's left-handed and who's not. I mean, if I focus, I can write with both hands. There is a distinct difference between the writing. But most other things I can't. Like, apparently how I cross stitch is weird, because I use both hands. It's a technique that is acknowledged, but it's not the common technique. Maybe. I guess it did. Okay. Oh, I was just talking about how my my stitch, how I cross stitch is different. Most people use one hand and go back front, but I use both hands. Um, even when I'm not using a frame, I support the hoop with the hand that I'm not pulling on the thread with. I'm gonna have a kitten. Okay. We're just gonna go. Whatever just happened there, that's where we're. I can hear Pixie dreaming. Her back paws are clicking on the floor. Actually, we're on the last block of 10, so we'll hit the mini goal today. Woo! Maybe. We'll be really close to the mini goal. That's still kind of awesome. I'll stop at 5-0 for the stats, yo. I would be up a river without a paddle. Um, because while I can, I do not like it. And you know, I already do a lot of things in my life that I don't like to. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the hand that I like to use. I'm not gonna add any challenge to my life. At least when it comes to which hand to use. Oh, I've heard like when I cut my thumb, like when I did this, I didn't have my hand for a while. So I mean I did. I wrote with my right hand. Um but I didn't like it. I did it, but I didn't like it. And I was wrong. I am still like 15 lines from the desired goal of things. It's okay. I'll stop at 5 of and that's where we will be. Woo! Oh, that reminds me. So, then I got the invite for the craft fair in March that started off this year for me. Or, yeah, this year for me. And, I mean, while I didn't do great, I did okay. Well, no, actually I didn't do okay because the Wi-Fi went down. But, I mean, it was at a high school. It's for project graduation. I'm thinking about signing up for it again. But I have some more experience under my belt now, and I'm 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 thinking that it might have to happen. Oh my goodness. Because it's a nice start to the year, I should say. It's not a huge event. It's just a gymnasium, and I won't bring my tent this year. I was excited last year. Last when I went this year, I was excited. I just got my tent, and I was like, yeah, my tent. And so this year, it, this time, I think I'll just bring my tables and some uprights. That's my winter goal for this year is to um, get my vertical game on without my tent. If I do outside markets, I want my tent, but in gymnasiums and auditoriums and whatnot, I need to. I know what I need. I just gotta get it going. Okay. We'll see how fast I can get this. I'm in the last block to hit the mini goal, which I won't hit it today. It's okay though. I did get my 300 stitches in. Almost 400, funny enough. I need to decide on a showstopper piece. Um, I know, like for my art, my showstopper piece is my big 3x3 stenciled dragon. Um, but that. Oh, I gotta put you guys on mute for a second. Then I'll give. Sorry, vet called. Um, that's part of the reason I'm not gonna be at stream tomorrow, but that'll be another discussion depending on outcome. Um, I'm gonna finish this row, and then I guess I'm gonna talk about. Oh my goodness, that threw me off. Yes, yes, very nice. Okay, so let me highlight the row, and then we'll put that there. Okay, so we started off today at 1.85%. We are at 1.99. We will hit 2%. If I don't do a couple stitches after stream, we'll hit 2% tomorrow. Well, I'll hit 2% today. Did 379 stitches. So that's where we're at. Again, I won't be on tomorrow. Thursday, I'm hoping to pick up with Call Dance. And I'm going to have to up my goal to maybe 2.5%, 2.5% for the end of December. I'll move the goalpost on myself because, well, I can. Everybody, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself without harming others, and be kind to others without harming yourself. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully for a long stream from 9 to noon. I don't have anything that I think will interfere, but life has been throwing me all kinds of fun things lately. So I love you all. Thank you for the gift of your time, and I will see everybody